Hey, and welcome back to Life Unscripted podcast. It's our Christmas special. Woo! This week we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to ask each other some questions.
All to do with Christmas.
Christmas-based questions. And we'll go back and forth and we'll see where it takes us.
Oh, sorry, this might become very annoying.
Yes, Sarah's jingling quite a bit. Okay, so we'll start here. What's your all-time favourite Christmas movie and why?
All-time favourite.
Maybe we should guess each other's.
Oh, that's a good idea. I love that.
Let's guess each other's. And then we can say why or if we're right or wrong.
Okay.
We'll give each other like 3 guesses each.
3 guesses?
3, yeah. We'll go 3.
Okay, that sounds good.
Right, you want to guess first?
Oh, goodness me, that's not fair, is it?
Let me make sure I know the answer to my favourite Christmas movie. Okay, I know. I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Like all-time favourite Christmas movie?
All-time favourite Christmas movie. Yeah.
Home Alone 3?
Home Alone 3?
I thought you said you liked Home Alone 3.
I did. I never said it was my all-time favourite Christmas movie just because it's a different kid.
The Family Man?
No.
Oh, okay. This is awkward. Elf?
Nah.
Can you tell me?
Thinking about it.
I might not even know the answer. Jingle All the Way. Oh, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's Jingle All the Way.
Is that him?
Love Actually is probably up there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I love Love Actually.
Mm-hmm.
All-time favourite Christmas movie, though? It's A Wonderful Life's up there, probably as well.
I've never seen it.
Those 2 are definitely up there. I like to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I really love Elf as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the first Home Alone, but not the third one.
It's just because whenever we were watching Home Alone and then you said, oh, I really love the third one.
I feel like you're embellishing what I said. I feel like I was like...
Okay.
I think what I was saying was the first 2 are really beloved, but growing up as a kid, I also watched the third one quite a bit. And
that's what made me think it was like an all-time favourite. Anyway, I misinterpreted.
So is yours Elf?
Yes.
Well, hey!
What are the other 2?
What would I have guessed for the other 2?
No, we said 3.
Well, no, 3 guesses to try and...
Oh, right, okay.
Guess.
I'm not doing very well.
Oh, thought I meant top 3?
Yeah.
So, we'll do that then. So, top 3 for you, Elf. Love Actually, maybe? Nah.
Well, one's more of a recent development.
One's more of a recent development. Don't know if you can hear Sarah jingling, but she's jingling quite a bit with these things on her ear. One's more of a recent development. What, like a film you watched recently?
Mm-hmm, with you.
A film you watched recently with me?
Mm-hmm. 2 of them.
We watched 2 of them. Home Alone. So, Elf,
The
Home
first
Alone.
one, I think, is now like one of my all-time favourites. And there's one more.
Elf, Home Alone, and...
I usually watch it at the start of December.
Start of December.
As you're warming up for Christmas.
Die Hard. Just kidding.
That's quite a controversy whether it's a Christmas movie or not.
Definitely a Christmas movie. I mean, it's, in my head, as controversial as whether Stay Another Day by E17's a Christmas song, which it definitely is.
Is that the...
You're gonna stay another day.
Yeah.
That one, which is also...
It does feel Christmas tree. I only ever hear it at Christmas time.
I know, and I really only ever watched Die Hard at Christmas time, so...
Never
what's the difference?
That either.
The hell, it's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It's that debate settled. I don't know. What was the third one?
The Holiday.
Oh, The Holiday. Oh, that's a really good one too.
The Holiday.
I never really properly thought about this before we came into it. But all the ones I said are probably my favourites.
Yeah, that's why I was... Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
So my top 3 are probably Home Alone, Love Actually, and It's a Wonderful Life.
Nice, okay. Good to know. I'll make notes.
So,
Girlfriend Brownie Prince.
Moving on. You want
Question number 2. What's the most memorable gift you've ever received for Christmas?
The most memorable gift. So, I did think about this one. And this gift was memorable. There's more of the moment that was particularly memorable over the gift. It was Christmas Day. And
oh, really?
Yeah. Yes. Believe it or not, that's when
Christmas special.
Unwrap Christmas presents.
Christmas.
So I unwrapped the present and it was like a like a Godzilla puppet.
Oh, right.
Have I told
Yeah.
you this?
Yeah, I think I've heard this.
There's a Godzilla puppet. Maybe my mum's told
Like
you.
a
if I've not.
hand thing.
Yeah, like a hand puppet, and when there was a button inside, so when you click the button, it would go roar, but like roar. And
That was the best gift you ever received.
no.
Oh.
It doesn't say best. You said, what's the most memorable gift?
Oh, right. Okay.
And the reason it was so memorable is because I remember just thinking, like, I got this present that I really actually love, and I didn't even ask for it.
Oh.
Like, and you can ask my mum this story because she'll remember it too. But it was just really a really memorable moment. I was just so happy. I'm like, I love this gift. Someone knows me really well. Do they know me well enough? Like in this case, I thought it was Santa. He knows me well enough to give me a gift that I didn't ask for, that I actually now really love, and that was a really memorable moment. Yeah. So that's mine.
That's really sweet.
What about yours?
It's hard to pinpoint. I mean, I'm very lucky to have received presents over the years.
Rather than the most memorable, just a memorable moment. Like
I think the traditions for me are more memorable than the actual like gift giving. So the anticipation the night before, my mum and dad used to always give me like new Christmas PJs, and I would sit in front of like on the living room floor watching. I think I even remember watching Top of the Pops or something when I was super young, and it would just be like Christmas movies or whatever was on the telly. I would draw on pictures for Santa. In the morning of Christmas, we would all line up outside the living room door. Dad would go in and check that Santa's been, turn on all the lights. We're walking and everything looks magical. Those are the things that are most memorable for me. I can't pinpoint like a moment where I received, I think I got like a High School Musical karaoke machine one year, which was pretty memorable. However, they were fun and they were great moments within the day. But I think for me, it's the traditions. I'm just such a tradition.
You did say amongst that tradition that you used to get some new jammies.
Yeah.
So that's pretty memorable.
Yeah.
In your head.
I do. That was always really fun.
There you go.
But I think I just from remembering point of view, I remember all the little things that would happen over the couple of days over Christmas Eve and like even Boxing Day and Christmas Day. They're more memorable. Like my dad would read me the night before Christmas, but before I went to bed every Christmas Eve, and those are really like powerful like memories in my head.
So this is the next good question to ask you then.
Good segue.
What's your favourite Christmas tradition that you want to take forward with your family in the future?
All of them.
Let's say you're only allowed to take one forward. What would it be? What's like one that you'd really like to take forward?
So this might sound really weird, but everyone wears their dressing gown on Christmas Day.
Everyone wears their dressing gown.
Yeah. So like for instance, my dad isn't a big pajama guy. Maybe like would wear comfies or whatever around the house, but not really a pajama guy. But on Christmas morning, everybody in the house wears a dressing gown, and it's fantastic. And I don't know why it makes me really happy, but it's like I would go around making sure everybody was up on time, and like I would be like, "Come on, guys, it's 9 o'clock." So that was also another thing. We couldn't go wake up my parents before 9 a.m. It was always 9 a.m. It was very like no earlier than that. So I would go in like putting their dressing gown on their bed, like, "Morning, put this on. We need to go."
I've done this.
Yes, you have. You have worn your dressing gown.
I did this last year with everybody.
Fun, right?
I've engaged with this tradition.
I actually find it really interesting because me saying it, I'm like, oh, I love it when you like wear your dressing gown the morning Christmas Day, and like I don't really wear a dressing gown otherwise. But for some reason, I don't know why. I think it's just because I've done it ever since I was a wee kid. It feels so special. And even like how we used to line up outside the living room door to go into like the excitement I felt standing just around the corner before we go in and see the tree all lit up with the presents under the tree and Santa had been. The excitement I would feel was like nothing I'd ever felt before. And I used to like draw pictures and I would stick them on like our wee fireplace, and Santa had signed them. I cannot explain the joy I felt within inside me. So those are the things I would like to take on. They're like the little small things that my family did. It's nothing like massive, but they mean a lot to me.
I think when I'm thinking like my parents always made Christmas really magical for me, but I'm thinking something that I really, really loved was actually, and it's something we still do to this day, but I just really loved playing games after like dinner on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Like, I just love it. I loved it then, I love it now, and I will continue to love it in the future, and I'll definitely take it forward in the future. So probably that. It wasn't even Christmas games or anything we was playing.
It's not even just like board games you do, like your dad makes up really fun games.
He'll make up games and we'll play like charades and Pictionary and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We all play board games too. My mum usually is on Amazon looking for some embarrassing game for everybody to play as well. So yeah, it's always really, really good fun. It's a good laugh.
Yeah.
Everybody gets involved. So that's probably what I would take forward.
Nice. Also, another thing, I love traditions or whatever, but every single Christmas morning, me and my brother would wake up first.
Okay.
And I would always go into his room and we would just like hang out from like maybe 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. until our parents woke up. But it just felt like such a special like moment. And I think as I go into like adulthood, I wish I'd like treasure those moments more. But I mean, you're a kid, you're just having fun, but we're playing this PlayStation, we would just chat, we would just get so excited and you're like, what do you think you've got for Christmas? What do you think Santa's got you? And it was just, I think it's the anticipation of it I absolutely love. And then we would go up and wake up our parents and it was just, oh, it was so fun. So fun.
And you can treasure them retroactively like you're doing now.
True.
During Christmas Day and throughout the whole month of December, there's going to be music on.
Yes, there is.
And what is your go-to Christmas song when you have to put one on?
Like my favourite one.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it. Let's just do what we did with the movies then. Like, just give me like your top 3.
Holly Jolly Christmas by Michael Bublé.
Yep.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee. Is that that?
Yeah,
And
that is, yeah.
There's one by Kelly Clarkson that I really like. Underneath the Christmas Tree.
That one
Underneath
is
the
Ariana
tree.
Grande.
Santa, can you tell me? One of them two. Kelly Clarkson, I feel like, is just smashing these. Oh, there's also one by Leona Lewis. I can't remember the name of actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, One More Sleep. That's a banger.
Don't know it off the top of my head.
Oh, I'll play it for you after. You'll love it. Those are mine.
Why?
Just Michael Bublé, I think, is just a classic. You know, he defrosts before Christmas and he's there every year.
That whole album.
It's just great.
It's a classic.
Pop it in the background. It's just really lovely. But and then I think Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, it's just like catchy but nostalgic. And I used to always remember the music video. Oh, the Wizard guy. What's
You just mean Wizard?
Yeah, Wizard. That song.
I can't remember.
It's the Christmas song, but I remember seeing the music video on the telly, like on Christmas Eve. That's also a good tune as well. But what about you?
Is it them? Nah. It's Merry Xmas that's by Slade. I can't remember the Wizard one.
Oh, maybe it's that one. Never mind. I'm not very good with.
I know the one you mean.
I'm rubbish in a music quiz round, by the way, if you can't tell.
So probably
I gave you like 5.
Wonderful Christmas, Paul McCartney. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure I've told you that before. I love that song. So that's
I'm not doing very well.
That probably Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is probably another one of my favourites.
What a bop.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably one off that Michael Bublé album I really like. I really like that Holly Jolly Christmas one you said as well. There's several I really like off that album,
If you even like Jingle Bells on, that's good as well.
Yeah, there's several I really like there. There's probably more. This one and the movie one I never really gave much thought to beforehand because I'm like, I'll just know in the moment. And I've like...
You just have a total mind blank.
How stupid of me to think that I would just remember all this in the moment. So probably them. There's maybe others that I'm forgetting that someone I'm sure remind me of.
Do you like listening to Christmas music like throughout the whole month? Like when do you start? Do you start in November or do you start 1st of December?
The 1st of December, Ryan and me at the Hub will usually have Christmas music on from the 1st of December.
Yeah, you've got quite good covers actually in Hub.
Ryan will have a lot of punk covers on.
Yeah. Okay, next question. If you had to invite any famous person to your Christmas dinner, who would it be and what would you get them as in like for a present?
If I could invite any famous Christmas person to my dinner.
Famous person to your Christmas dinner. Did you say Christmas person to your dinner?
I don't maybe. Any famous person.
Any famous person to your Christmas dinner you're hosting. Who would you invite?
And what would I get them?
For Christmas.
For a Christmas present.
You're acting like you didn't make these questions.
I would invite...
I'm scared for your answer.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like you're going to pick like Obi-Wan Kenobi or something. Or what's that guy?
So when you're
the big hairy guy from Star Wars. Chewbacca.
So I can be a fictional person is what you're saying.
Any famous person.
I had I believe, non-fiction person in my head.
Then go ahead, we'll go for it. I just thought you might say something.
Saint Nicholas.
See?
I'd have actual Santa Claus.
Oh, that would be great.
I just to see.
I feel like he would just eat milk and cookies the whole night.
I don't know. I don't know what he's like as a person. It'd be nice to actually meet him and be like, yo, You know, we've got like traditions all around the world based on you that have lasted for quite a long time.
Yeah, do you want to chat to me about that?
I know the real guy,
Get
yeah.
invite him on the podcast.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
could.
so fun.
What would I get him? Maybe, I don't know, I feel like he could go for like a really nice like knitted Christmas jumper.
Oh,
I feel like he'd like that. I think he'd like that.
That would be really, really cozy. And some cookies and milk, probably.
Oh, I'd get him cookies and milk. With a present I'd give him, nice knitted jumper.
Okay.
Ask him lots of stuff about Christmas. I really love Christmas, so I'd want to know. It's just interesting to hear.
Yes, absolutely.
Bit of
And how he
history.
gets about.
How he gets
How he
about.
does it.
How does he get around the world so quickly? Which I don't think he was actually doing. That's not exactly the person I meant, but...
Oh, not actual Santa?
Huh?
Wait, never mind.
Any kids listening? Yes, actual Santa. The St. Nicholas.
All right, I thought it didn't... Yeah, okay, never mind. Just
You know what I
get rid
mean?
of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Oh, well, yes. Well, I kind of like that it was a Christmas-related one.
Yours doesn't need
Rudolph, no kidding.
Yours doesn't need to be Christmas related.
I have a great idea.
But I would actually find it interesting to meet like St. Nicholas and
Yeah.
just talk to him. I think I'd enjoy that.
I would like to invite Elf from the Elf
So
movie.
yours is fictional.
Oh, yes.
Elf from Elf.
I don't
movie.
care. He is famous. He's very famous. I would like to invite Buddy the Elf to my Christmas dinner.
Okay.
And we have spaghetti and syrup for dinner with sprinkles on top. And we decorate the whole place in Christmas decorations. I think that would be fantastic. And I will be wearing a matching elf costume.
With Buddy the Elf.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my person.
You do that paper decorations everywhere thing that he does. And all that, the candy cane stuff that the syrup.
And
He
the
eats lots of syrup.
the spaghetti with the syrup.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, delicious.
Well then, I suppose, speaking of how Santa gets about, I cannot find the question that I want to ask that doesn't appear to be here.
No, isn't that a would you rather?
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is a would you rather. We'll get to it.
Okay, okay.
It's a would you rather. It's about Santa getting about the
Watching,
world.
guys. It's riveting.
It's coming up. So, a bit more of a Life Unscripted style question coming up. And that's, what kind of things does the script say to you this time of year? Script being the negative voice inside your head.
Ooh.
What kind of stuff does it say to you this time of year?
I think this time of year is very, very busy for everybody. As a kid, I think we touched on it in the last episode about trying to give yourself a bit of grace during the month when you're not trying. You can't be perfect. You can't achieve everything. You can't get everything done. You're also running on the lowest energy reserves of the year. There's no sunlight. Vitamin D is low. Energy is lacking. So the script for me in this time of month, I need to complete everything. I need to get everything done. I need to tie up all my loose ends. I need to get everything from work done, even though it's like ongoing projects that I can't finish in time. And they will still be there in January. But it's kind of like I'm done with work, but work's not done with me. And people are then, they're on the same page where they're like, oh, I need to get this done as well. So I'm going to send this on to other teams. Then everybody comes in with all their requests. And for me, it becomes quite overwhelming because I want to succeed and get everything done in work, but also get everything done Christmas related. Presents thing, but also not just presents. Like I want to make really thoughtful, like kind gestures to people, whether it be like handwritten cards or if I make some things. Like I love painting, being creative, and I really want to do that for people, but it takes a lot more time. So I think for me, I'm striving to be perfect and I can't. It's not even like that. I can't. I just need to allow myself to not be completely perfect. I can't get everything done, and I need to remember the joy of the month.
What is it the script saying to you through that month when you're trying to get things tied up with work and you're not going to be able to, and you're trying to make nice gifts for everybody and you're trying to get all this stuff done, you're trying to, lean into that, be a bit of a perfectionist about it all. Like what's the actual script saying
I'll
to you?
ruin Christmas.
If you don't do all that stuff.
And people won't like me if I don't give them like nice, thoughtful gestures of gifts.
Which is like...
Or that I've failed at Christmas. Or that I'm failing as an adult for Christmas.
So then an interesting thought experiment is, would you feel about it, because I get that. I understand, I feel like that too, but it's like, would you feel like that about someone if they didn't to you?
No.
So if someone you cared about and who would otherwise be getting your present, like...
No. I mean, ultimately now, this time of my life, I'm not that old, I'm really grateful just for the time off and to spend it with my friends and my family and you, and just to have 2 weeks of complete bliss where you can have a wee drink or have a lovely meal or just spend time with your family. I think whenever I was younger, I probably did get a bit obsessed with presents. and the excitement came from the presents. But now the excitement comes from spending time with my family, because you don't get to see them every day. As you get older, you don't see them as often. So I get really excited about that. But then a part of that, I want to like show them how much I appreciate them and how much I love them. And I think one of my love languages is gift giving. So I want to do all these lovely things for everybody. But there's only so many hours in the day, and you're working at the same time, and you need to sleep and eat and train and all that. And then whenever I get tired, the script comes in louder than ever. And it can just tear me apart that I'm just not succeeding in December. Because I think this year as well, my organisation for presents was not good. And that sends me into complete panic. And I'm a person like sleep in control, perfectionism, that whole thing. If that starts to go awry, I start to panic and like literally feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. I don't sleep great. I sleep less because all I can think about is getting everything done. And it's like a ticking time bomb up until the 24th. And I'm sure I'm not even prepping dinner. I'm not hosting Christmas. There's all those other things that people feel like as well. I'll stop rambling. But basically it feels like the script will tell me you'll ruin Christmas if you don't do all these things. So, but I know that's not true. And it's not me. And I wouldn't choose to believe that. I just want to make these beautiful gifts for people. Even if I hand make them, or if it's like a little, like I made cookies this year. Surprise. Little gestures like that. It doesn't have to be like a most amazing, expensive, luxurious presents. I just want to show people how much I appreciate them. What about you?
I think this time of year always ends up being like a time of reflection for me, like looking back on the year ahead, the year behind, and thinking about the year ahead, which inevitably the script gets involved with. And it always tends to point out, like this is what I've said in the past, it's so important to build that case in favour of yourself, because the script will spend a lot of the time over this season pointing out all the places that I've not progressed, or the things that I wanted to do and didn't get done, all the ways that I failed throughout the year. Like it will heavily point this stuff out to me, and it'll try and reinforce the fact that going into, in this case, 2025, it'll likely repeat. Like it's never, things will never really change. It's something the script says to me a lot. And like you've said, I know it's not true. Like I don't say this because I'm like, it's something I'm necessarily struggling with. I'm saying it from a point of view of, this is what this voice is saying to me. And I used to think I was this voice, and now I know I'm not that voice. But the voice hasn't gone away. And yeah, occasionally I still do listen to it and it still gets me, but it's largely around reflective things, like reflecting on things and it making me feel bad about, the year behind and then also the year ahead.
Do you set New Year's resolutions, or do you believe in it?
So what I've actually started to do instead is really, this is the first year I'll be doing it, so I'll let you know how it goes next year. Like, I don't know. It's almost making like a contract with the universe. So like the things that I'll like commit to do throughout the year, the things I'll commit to do throughout the year to kind of show up as the real me and give back to the world. It's like I'll make that contract with the universe. So I'm not really doing it. It's not really like a me thing. Like I'm making it more of a we thing.
It's like you're pushing it out into the world, putting out that energy to hoping that the universe will kind of, I give it like a back and forth kind of situation.
For sure. Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Like reward you. That was the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was curious.
Like, it's not that I won't set goals within like my fitness or with my business. Like I will. It's just I don't tend to think about it as necessarily a New Year's resolution. But the thing that I will associate with New Year really is that thing that I've just said. Like what I plan to, like kind of the contract I'll make with the universe going forward into the next year about who I'll show up as. You know.
Interesting. Okay.
And maybe that's something we can. We'll do a New Year's episode as well, and that's something we can dive into more on that episode. Like,
yeah, for sure.
What I'm doing and why I'm doing it as well, for sure.
Nice. Okay, so last question, and then we'll go into a quick fire would you rather round. So, what would your top 3 like non-negotiables Christmas dinner items be?
Well, you're saying non-negotiable, like.
So your top 3 things on your plate.
Like if I had a Christmas dinner and these things weren't there, I'd still really enjoy it. It's just that if I was crafting the perfect Christmas dinner.
That's what I'm saying. For your own dream Christmas dinner.
Okay, I understand.
Could be spaghetti and syrup if you wish.
Probably. I mean, that's what you're having.
Yes.
Honey roast parsnips. Why is that funny? I love honey roast parsnips.
Oh, I know you do.
I love roast vegetables in general, to be honest, but
honey roast parsnips number
and I
one.
also really associate honey roast parsnips with Christmas.
Just funny. Like you're a beef and potatoes kind of guy all year round.
Parsnips
honey roast parsnips.
Parsnips exist in the same like realm as potatoes.
Yes, I know, but people prefer a honey roast carrot over a parsnip. Parsnip is one of those things where you're just a bit like, I'll eat it if it's there.
You can ask the people, but right now you're asking me.
Please comment. I beg of you, please comment if you think a honey roast parsnip is the way to go for your Christmas dinner. We might start a controversy and go viral over parsnips.
I love honey roast parsnips.
Yeah, we know.
So
number one.
As I was saying,
I think it's the fact you say it's your number one as well.
I didn't say it was my number one.
But you listed it first.
In no particular order. Whatever. This is the first one I thought of, purely because we spoke about it recently. That's why it's fresh in my mind.
Still funny.
I would also probably have... I'm not big on turkey. Could really take it or leave it.
Aye.
So I'd probably rather have some type of beef or ham based dish, like a roast ham or a roast beef, or even like a steak pie.
Delicious.
One of them over turkey.
Steak pie is tricky though, because with the pastry and with all the other like extra trimming bits, I mean, I'm not saying you would get very full, but someone of my size would get very full with all those little bits with the steak pie.
That may well be true. But as I've already stated, this is my Christmas dinner.
I knew you were going to say that.
Honey roast parsnips, steak pie.
Delicious.
And...
Drumroll, please.
Probably... like roast potatoes as well.
What the pigs and blankets?
Oh, I like that too. It's just...
You put roast potatoes over pigs and blankets?
Wait, I tried to make this 5 and Sarah's like, nah, make it 3.
No, because if you think about how many trimmings you actually have on your plate for Christmas dinner, it's about 5 or 6. We're trying to make it like competitive with the trimmings.
I don't know what to say to you. We went on holiday and literally every night we were at a buffet in the hotel we were at, and every night I literally went and just got the potatoes and beef.
That's what I literally just said. You love potatoes.
I do, which is no surprise that I also love it at Christmas time as well. But yeah, I love pigs and blankets. I love stuffing. I love Yorkshire puddings and gravy.
Top 3.
Well, they would have made it top 5.
These little pigs and blankets. You're like, oh, love me.
But you vetoed 5, so we've arrived at 3, and you've criticised everything I said.
Well, I'm just...
So you can have a go now and tell me what you want to have in your Christmas
I'm just trying to make sure that you're sure you want honey roast parsnips up there. My top 3 would be stuffing, but my mother's stuffing.
Which I'm good about, yeah.
Okay, nice. Good job.
I like stuffing. I'm happy for you to have stuffing at your Christmas dinner.
Pigs and blankets. Oh, definite. See, if I just had a bowl of pigs and blankets. And
Stuffing, pigs and blankets, and Yorkshire puddings.
Why did you just
take
that away from me?
That's the answer, isn't it?
Yeah, Yorkshire pudding's the last one. Yeah, I never actually really have Yorkshire puddings with Christmas dinner. It's not really a thing that we do, but I love Yorkshire puddings, and I think it's like a roast dinner. So
I think I have it in mine, right?
I think dinner. You do. Yeah. My parents don't. But also, if we're talking about, it's more like a roast. I think in England it might be. In Scotland, I mean, just depends on your family. I think depends what people do.
We always did it.
In my family, we don't really do.
I've always associated with having a Christmas dinner. But I think we just always did it.
I love Yorkshire puddings. I would actually really love to make my own, but that's another time adventure in my life. But if we are talking about top 5,
no, it's top 5.
I just like there's other things we should mention.
Sarah vetoed this, by the way.
Like there's like a red cabbage, like stew's probably like the wrong word, but it's got like apple and cinnamon. It's just like festive, like for your nose. Delicious. And then. Yeah, to be fair, stuffing, pigs and black gravy has to be mentioned.
Yeah, okay. Well, gravy's just going to be there per se. I mean,
it's always there. It's just covering everything.
It's just there.
Touching everything.
It's just there, yeah.
Great. Nice. Okay, so next up is a quick fire would you rather round. So I think we'll just take it in turns, going back and forth.
What we'll do is I'm going to go to that one I was going to ask about Santa traveling the world.
Guys, can't wait for this question.
I want to talk about it and Sarah doesn't. But
it's such a boy would you rather question.
Well, I'm still
see those like documentaries that boys watch about who would win, a bear or a lion? It's like that riveting kind of
anyway, right.
content.
Would you right, Santa has to get about the world somehow. So I've just assumed it's one of these 2 ways.
Why can it not just be magic?
Well, these are both magic.
This is okay.
I mean, technically, these are like superpowers, which is kind of like magic.
Okay, go on ahead.
So, would you rather be able to travel at the speed of light or stop time?
I think I would get travel sick with speed of light.
Okay.
Like that G-force would probably mess you up. Think of the wrinkles.
Presumably, you'd be able to handle it.
Think of the wrinkles you would get.
So by matter of deduction, you'd stop
Stopping time. Because that would be really funny because like people would just be like sleep. Well, I mean, most people would be sleeping anyway. But if you stop time, then everyone would just be like.
Speaking of wrinkles, though, I've wondered this before, right? See if I had the ability to stop time, would I still age? Because then I
don't know.
You're going to get.
You'd probably be messed up.
You're going to get older quicker than everybody, or does aging for you also stop? You know, like
who do we speak to about this?
Yeah, we need to consult someone.
We don't know the answer.
I mean,
if
Santa,
anyone
ideally,
knows the answer, please comment.
I can ask Santa when he's at my dinner.
Nicholas, I'll ask Elf.
Yeah, he'll know. I mean, he does know Santa. He might know.
He might.
So you've picked stop time.
However, I also just believe in magic, and I think it's magic that makes him go around the world.
I mean, the ability to stop time is pretty magical.
No, but he just does it. Like he goes to every single house during the night, and he just does everybody. He just does it.
Yes, he has to do something.
No.
And it'll either be moving really fast or stopping time, I reckon.
Okay, fine, stopping time. I don't want the car sickness or the sleigh sickness.
I would also probably choose stop time.
Because of the travel sickness?
No.
Why? Why do you want to travel at the speed of light?
Maybe run really fast. Good. This is a good question, I think.
See, this is what I mean. He's like, likes to really delve into it.
I would like to. Yeah, I'd probably choose stop time as well. Because I just feel like
it's a little bit less like stress.
I mean, I feel like if you can move that fast, if you started running that fast, it would almost be like time stopped.
But does that mean like he stops time for the whole entire world? He makes his wee trips around everywhere, and then once he's done, and he goes back to the North Pole, and he just press go. Like, does he do it that way, or does he do like a country and stop time, and then he goes and then goes into the next one?
So only one country's frozen.
No, the whole world is stopped for like, I don't know, half hour. No, I don't know how long you need to get around the whole country.
Again, I can ask him. I'm not quite sure on the logistics of the whole matter, to be honest.
What an interesting conversation. Honestly, I would love to ask.
What?
Just all these questions.
I reckon.
And you're eating so many cookies. How are you not gaining weight?
Oh, you'd love to ask these questions. So I thought you were sarcastically saying that this was like a shit question that I asked you.
No, I'm actually now getting into it.
Oh, I see. You'd like to really ask some of these questions. I would stop time too. Running fast would be cool, but I just like the idea of being able to freeze time.
Okay.
Although there was this movie I watched when I was younger. I can't remember what it was called, but it was people who could stop time, and it was this one guy who thought he was the only person that could stop time. But then, when you stop time, time stops for everybody except all the other people who can control time. So then he started to see there was other people who could actually run around and that, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm not the only one." And then that's the movie went from there.
Oh, nice.
And
that sounds like a great movie.
Oh yeah, I've explained it fantastically. I know. I just feel like I wouldn't want to run into the bad guys who are also just like running about. I'm kind of convincing myself that maybe I'd want to run fast now. Actually,
I think you might. I'm going ahead.
I'm picking run fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right. Next, moving on. This is meant to be a quick fire round, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, next. What would you rather be? One of Santa's reindeer, one of his elves?
Elf.
Reindeer can fly.
Oh, yeah, but elves can make toys.
I mean, reindeer can. You can make toys now.
I don't want to live in a barn, stable, and eat hay.
Is that where the reindeer
live? An elf and like live in a wee cute house and eat candy cane for breakfast.
Best friend to be buddy.
Yeah.
That's just reindeer, man. I want to fly.
Okay, fine. You go live in the stable. I'll come feed you.
But I can fly.
I'll go snuggle in my cozy wee elf bed, and you'll be stuck in the stable eating hay.
And you'd be coming around being like, "Oh, Chris, can we go for a fly? I really want to fly." And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Of course we can." Perfect.
Perfect team. Elf and the reindeer. That's our next podcast.
Fly. The elf and the reindeer. So we're going to do a whole podcast on the elf and the reindeer, but you want to entertain a podcast on time travel versus speed of light movement.
Correct.
Problems behind
the scenes. Vote in the comment below.
Next. Here we go.
Okay, now it's getting serious.
Would you rather be left home alone at Christmas or lost in New York?
Home Alone.
You'd rather be on Christmas Day home alone.
If I was the same age as Kevin, I want to be home alone. I'm not going to be 10 years old cutting about in New York.
So when you've added that 10-year-old thing onto this.
All right, okay. I thought I was really getting into the character here. my age now.
Yes, well,
okay,
both. If you're 10, you're home alone. If you're your age now.
New York, of course.
Yeah, me too.
But see, if you're 10 and you're in the whole entire house on your own, you can eat what you want, you can do what you want.
But you're 10, but you've got like Kevin level intelligence and plot armor.
Home.
Okay.
So fun. You?
Yeah, same with what you said.
Nah, that's best.
Next. Would you rather have Rudolph's nose or be green like the Grinch?
Am I human?
Yeah, you're you.
Okay.
Everything about you remains unchanged besides either your red nose, a big
I could be
red
green
ball.
and be Elphaba.
You could be green. And
I want
Elphaba.
to be green.
You'd be green?
And I'll be the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, I think I'd choose green as well.
I just feel like the nose would get in the way.
I've already got a big nose. It doesn't need to be any bigger.
Oh, your nose is perfect.
I don't think I'd like to have a big red nose. But I could rock being green.
I mean, you're colourblind.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't really change for anything
We
for me.
could already be green.
Yeah, could be. So
done. We're green.
Green changes nothing.
We're green.
Perfect. Next. Okay, would you rather skip Christmas Eve or Boxing Day?
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Christmas Eve is like anticipation, new Christmas PJs, watching Christmas movies. It's getting cozy. You're like, oh, Santa's coming tomorrow. I love it.
Yeah, I think I would choose Christmas. I would choose Christmas Eve for the same reasons. I think Boxing Day, you wake up and it's like we're chilling, we're eating the Christmas leftovers, we're watching some TV, and it's really fun. It's really nice. Usually watching World's Strongest Man.
Oh, of course.
That's on. But it's like Christmas is then over.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it makes me really sad. I mean, whenever I was younger, I used to play with my toys, and it used to always be really fun. But now I'm just like, oh, okay.
Like Christmas music stops, and Christmas movies kind of don't feel the same that time. So I think I would, for the same reasons you said.
The build up.
Just because it's just the spirit of Christmas is still alive.
But the leftover sandwiches on Boxing Day are delicious.
The leftover sandwiches? Oh, you mean
like a Christmas? Like,
are you making your own? Oh, I see.
From the Christmas leftovers.
Yes, I mean most things do taste better in sandwich form. I'd say.
Oh, they're delicious. Like stuffing, pigs and blankets, everything in a sandwich.
Pigs and blankets, Yorkshire puddings
in a sandwich.
Stuffing.
Actually, I think there's like some Christmas markets. I don't know if it's in New York or where they are, but you can get like a big massive Yorkshire pudding and get like a roast dinner in the pudding.
Somewhere in Yorkshire would make sense.
Oh, I'm actually starving.
Okay, next. Oh, that was the time travel one. We'll skip that. We started with that.
We don't need that.
The important questions are done. They're past us. So next, would you? Oh, this is the last one actually. Would you rather celebrate Christmas 500 years in the past or 500 years in the future? So you would, for Christmas Day, you'd wake up and you'd either be 500 years ago or 500 years from now.
500 years in the future.
Yeah. Why?
I just feel like the house would be cold. Toilet's probably outside. Probably don't even have a toilet. Toilet's probably outside. Things are probably just like a bit
comfort.
Also, 500 years ago, I'm obviously type 1 diabetic, so I wouldn't have survived.
So you're not really trying to see the future. You're trying to avoid the past.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I don't want like people having like the plague and that.
Okay, well, presumably let's say your insulin's not going to be a problem and no one's going to have the plague.
500 years in the future.
I would choose 500 years in the future, but not because I'm trying to avoid the past. Like,
why do you want to have Christmas with robots?
I just want to see what the world looks like 500 years from now. That'd be fascinating.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I worry though that it's going to, I mean, this is a whole other discussion, but I just worry though it's going to become like too technology.
Maybe, but then butterfly effect. You go forward in time, you see the future, you come back, now you know. So one of two things could happen. You're just caught in a loop that no matter what you do, you're going to inevitably end up there. Mm-hmm. Or now that you know, you make different decisions and you change it. Oh, don't know what kind of time travel we're dealing with here.
Oh, well, we need to ask Santa.
Yeah, well,
all these questions.
I'm not sure if he knows that one, but
yes, he knows all questions. Oh no, he knows all answers.
He knows all answers.
I know all questions.
I mean, to know all answers, you must presumably also know all questions. Okay, so we're both in the future.
We're both in the future.
I'm there.
That's nice.
I'm there seeing what's going on. You're there running away from being cold and the plague.
God, you don't want to be like cottage made out of mud walls.
I'm sure there was nicer houses than cottages made out of mud walls.
Well, maybe in Egypt with the pyramids.
Okay, so maybe to Egypt 500 years ago.
Somewhere warmer. Like, see if we were in like Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Mm-hmm.
So Egypt or Tahiti 500
Not
years
Egypt,
ago.
Tahiti.
Tahiti 500 years ago is a maybe.
Maybe on a beach somewhere.
Celebrate Christmas on a beach 500 years in the past.
Aye. Although to get there would be quite difficult.
Well, I mean, I'm
It would
not
be
sure.
like voyaging for years.
Well, you've time travelled. I presume you could
but you can just blip over.
Another good question. I don't know. Do we step on the machine that just
Yeah,
zips us back to now where we
I can't
are?
handle that travel sickness though.
Well, you got to go forward or back. Travel time's the
forward.
same.
I'm going forward.
500 years either way. I mean,
It'll be what I know plus advancements.
500 years in the future, they probably just got some little like thing they give you, and then you never feel travel sickness again.
Perfect. Probably be cured as well.
Yeah, you could probably travel 500 years into the future, get cured of type 1 diabetes, and
come back.
Travel back.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. Forward. Forward.
Right. So that's all I have. Oh, well, I actually have one more that's similar to one I've already asked, but I'll just ask it anyway.
Okay.
Would you rather have reindeer antlers or elf ears?
Elf ears.
You reckon? You're not swayed by... What was that film movie we watched? That little reindeer boy?
Oh, Sweet Tooth.
You're not swayed by him?
No, I feel like I'd get in the way.
Probably.
And my head's big enough. I don't need it to be any bigger. I feel like having this little pointy ears. I'm actually half elf.
You do have like a bit...
One of my ears is already pointy, so I think I'm halfway there.
Yeah, that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit...
See it.
You have like a triangle ear going on.
Yeah, half elf, so...
I do not, but I would also choose elf, I think.
Reindeer ears, reindeer antlers, I think would just be a bit cumbersome.
Yeah, and I just be cool just having actual elf ears, kind of unique.
Yeah.
Feel like Legolas.
Yeah, get a bow and arrow, long hair.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Winning. That was easy.
That was easy. I like how we're on the same page. This is maybe why we get on.
Yeah, maybe. Other than my Christmas dinner, we're all good.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I would love, again, please comment if you love honey roast parsnips with your dinner.
So we
on
are
Christmas
having
Day.
honey roast parsnips.
Yes, we are. It's a request of Christmas.
I'm going to see Sarah eating them. She's going to be like, oh, these are good.
Well, of course I'm going to eat them, but they're not in my non-negotiables. I don't care if they're there or not.
I really love them.
Yeah, we all know.
I mean, in terms of like Christmas vegetables, they're easily the best Christmas vegetable.
Yeah, true.
Easily.
It's just the fact you listed it first. Anyway. On that note.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From us at Life Unscripted. Thank you so much if you've made it this far.
And thank you for starting our journey with us as well.
Well, we'll kind of go into that, we'll go into our journey and reflecting back and then looking forward to the future in the next one where it's more of like a New Year's episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk more about what I was saying about with contract with the universe and some stuff Sarah may want to talk about as well. And we'll take that where we go. We'll go there in the next episode. But for this one, I hope everybody who's watching has a wonderful Christmas, whatever it is you decide to do. We'll
be taking a break over the next couple of weeks as well, so we can like spend time with our families and each other. So we'll release an episode probably after Christmas. It won't be every week.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So
just in case you're waiting.
What's the date? So we'll probably not release one next week, but then we'll maybe have one out. Yeah, the next one we'll do like a New Year's episode. So you won't have one from us next Monday.
Nope.
But I think the Monday after that, yes, you'll get one from us. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much if you made it this far.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Have a lovely Christmas. Bye.
Bye.